Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So today we're going to talk about Broadway shows. There are a lot of options and there's a lot of questions. How to get tickets for a Broadway show? What's the best way? How do I get the best price? How do I get the seat I want? Let's get into it. One of those quintessential New York things. Even New Yorkers will go to Broadway, and it's worthwhile. It's amazing. The shows are phenomenal. It's absolutely an incredible experience, and I highly recommend going to a Broadway show for anybody visiting New York City. There are a lot of different ways to get your Broadway ticket, and most of them are legit, but there are some things to look out for. So in order to make sure that you're getting your tickets and the tickets you want and the tickets you expect, let's go through the different options. So if you're looking to get a deal on your Broadway tickets, but you have some flexibility, there are a few different options. Option one, which is one that I've done many times, is going to the TKTS booth, and it's located right in the heart of Times Square in Duffy Square. So over here at 47th and Broadway, you'll find these iconic stairs that are behind me. That's actually a place to get discount Broadway tickets called TKTS. Let me show you how it works. So they have these tip boards, and right now it's just showing the hours of operation because it's Friday at like 2:30, so they're not quite open yet. But once they're open, they post what shows that they're going to be offering each day. And people do start lining up for tickets before they actually open. Like the people behind me are the people in line. So you do want to get, if there's a particular show you want to see, you might want to get here a little early. The other thing is that their offerings change every single day. There's no guarantee of what show will be offered on any given day. So if there's something specific that you want to see, it might not be the best option. But if you're open to a few different shows and you're pretty flexible, it's a great option. Day of the show, they release discount tickets. You don't necessarily have as much option because it's not every single show. They have a lot of shows, but it's not every single show. But you do have options as to which show you want to pick, and sometimes they might even have options of like orchestra, mezzanine, and sort of like the level of tickets. But they don't have everything, right? So if you have to be flexible on what show you want to see and where you want to sit for the show. Another option, if you're looking for a good price, but you're still willing to be very flexible about both where you sit and what show you go to see, is something called Broadway Roulette. Now, I personally have not done this option yet, but basically there's a website called Broadway Roulette where it literally is a roulette wheel, and you say, I'm willing to see any of these shows. You spin the wheel, you have to pay for it before you spin the wheel, and whatever you get, you get. It's good if there's like a ton of shows that you'd be happy seeing anything that's on the list, and you're not too worried about like, oh, I saw that already or I saw this already. You are allowed to sort of like X off of like 2 or 3, I don't remember how many things from the list. But again, you have to pay for it ahead of time before you know what you're seeing. And it's like no refund. So it's like, it's a gamble, right? It is what it is. But it is an option that's out there, so I wanted to put it on the list just to make sure people are aware that it's out there. So now, what do you do if you want to see a Broadway show, but you have a very specific day that you want to see it, or you have a very specific seat, like you have to have orchestra tickets, or you have to see this particular show. Like, you know you're only going to be in town certain days, and it's on your bucket list to see Wicked, right? And like, that's the show you really want to see. That's when you get tickets in advance. That's when you might have to pay full price for your ticket. And to get tickets in advance, the best thing I could recommend is either going to the show's website and following the links to buy tickets. And it will redirect you to either say like Ticketmaster or SeatGeek or any of these reputable third-party ticket sale sites that they use. And there's a few different options, but the official website for the show will redirect you to their official reseller. Another option, but it's slightly more of a gamble, is going to the box office directly. Now you could do that when you're in town, but the thing is, like, if a show is sold out, if they don't have any orchestra seats left, they only have mezzanine seats left, right? So that's where the gamble comes in. but you can go directly to the box office. Another option for getting discounted tickets. There is a website and an app called Today Tix, and you can get that in advance. You don't have to wait till day of, and it is a legitimate website. I've used them before. You can get both regular price, and they do have rush and lottery options available. Another option for discounted tickets is something called Rush. And what Rush is certain plays have discounted options, and usually what happens is the day before or 2 days before, depending on the program they're using, at a certain time, and you have to go on the website, and I'll throw the link in the description of this video for the website that I know of to get Rush tickets. Like, enter your information into a lottery, and if you win the lottery, you then pay for the discounted tickets. You do not have to pay for the Rush tickets if you do not win, or you don't have to pay for it ahead of time. You don't have to put a credit card number in ahead of time, only if you win the tickets. So that's good to know. So what you can do is, like, say you wanted to go and see Aladdin, and they have Rush tickets available for Aladdin. You log in at the appropriate time. It's only a few hour window that you have to log in to request them. And then when that window closes, a little while later, they send an email, either congratulations, you won, or sorry, not this time. But again, it's a lottery. There's no guarantee you're gonna get the tickets through that system. So if you're gonna try to get Rush tickets, have a backup plan. But the thing with the Rush tickets is you know what show it's for. You don't necessarily know what seat it's for, but you do know what show it's for. Sometimes, not always, not all theaters do this, but another way of getting Rush tickets or lottery tickets is at the box office directly. Hamilton was one play that was famous for doing this. I don't know if they still do or not, and it is show by show. So you do have to check what show you want to see and if you can get Rush or lottery tickets through the box office directly. So that is another option for getting those type of tickets. And what I mean by Rush tickets is they are last minute tickets, meaning that, like, empty seats they're trying to fill as they get close to the show. So it might be day of or day before. Another website I want to mention, now this is not a place to buy tickets, but it is a helpful resource. There's a website called A View from a Seat. And this is very helpful if you want to know exactly what your view will be like. Some views are obstructed. Sometimes they have like a pole, or they're underneath a piece of the scenery. That happened to me when I went to see Moulin Rouge. I had an obstructed view. I was underneath the windmill, so there was no way I could see what was going on that side of the stage. So if you want to know in advance what your view is gonna look like, aviewfromaseat.com is a great website for that. And you will have a very, very good idea of what your view will be like before you even get into the theater. Super helpful. So like I said, lots and lots of different options for buying Broadway tickets. I hope this was helpful, and I hope this clarified some different options for people, and I hope you enjoy the show, no matter what you go to see. And with that, I am done for the day. I'll see you all real soon, and until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.